All right, good morning. Welcome to London. I hope you're doing well. It's Friday, and today is actually the first day of July, but we don't have NFP, so price action should be normal. We will expect NFP going into next week. All right, so should be a very normal day. So let's get into it now. I've given a title, what kind of trader are you, for today's session, and from the title, it's going to be more or less more of trading psychology than looking at the charts. Okay, so without wasting your time and my time, okay, why did I give that title, what kind of trader you are? Last Monday I gave a session to one of the groups that I help, right? And I was relating trading to being a professional soccer player, or being a professional football player or footballer, right? Now, depending on where you come from, if you're from the States, they call it soccer. If you're from any part of the world, it's football. Okay, so I related the goal of being a professional trader to the goal of being a footballer, right? And I'm gonna repeat that session that I did with them here, so that those of you on YouTube, not just the viewers, right? Not those with me right now, but anyone that is gonna watch in future, I want you to think trading, right? Being a trader, it's not different from any other profession. Okay, being a trader is not different from any other profession. A trader, or being a trader, is similar to someone being a doctor. Being a trader is similar to someone being a nurse, being a plumber, being a a school teacher, right? Being whatever job out there, okay, it's the same thing. But for some reason, trading has been elevated to a level where new traders don't think that way. Okay, new traders don't think that way. Anyone that has been introduced to trading has never, including myself, when I started trading, I didn't see it as a profession. All right, I saw it as a quick way. I saw it as a quick way to make money. The truth is as plain as white. Okay, when you start because you want to make money, or you think it's the easiest way to make money. That's how everybody starts. But not until you get to a point of I won't say a point of no return, but whilst you are in the process of trying to make the money, you are going to go through cycles and cycles upon cycles until at some point it will hit you that this is more than what you bargained for. Okay, just so you know, I'm here. The chats are moving. I'm just talking. I want to talk to you today. Every day I'm doing live session. Today I'm actually going to talk to you. The fact that you are not recognizing that trading, okay, itself is a profession, right? You are not going to kind of see why you are not making it. Okay, until you come to your own conclusion, not me saying it. Okay, because that can also be a problem, because I am saying it, and because I am the one saying it, it's not something that is coming from within yourself. Now I've done a lot of reading and a lot of research, and these topics, they don't get touched on when it comes to trading, but it's absolutely necessary. Okay, your true self, or your human self, has to realize that trading is a profession. Okay, and once you come to that realization, then you can navigate yourself through the proper channels to becoming or to making trading something that you want to do. Okay, so what I'm currently doing is actually I'm prompting you right now. I'm prompting you to think, but don't just take my words for it. When I finish, right, have a alone time with yourself and think what you're actually doing now. Is it, or are you treating this trading as a profession, or are you treating it as a hobby? Okay, you need to choose what this means to you. Now, when it comes to choosing, again, relating it to a professional footballer, okay, there are levels. There are those that are at the top, okay, that gets paid lots of money. All right, there are those that are at the top that plays on a regular basis, that get paid lots of money. They are the ones that we see on TV week in and week out. Okay, they get paid ridiculous amount of money on a weekly basis. Right now, I'm in the United Kingdom, and if you look at the Premier League and look at how much the players, right, and on a weekly basis, it will shock you. But then again, have they earned the right to make that kind of money? Some of them yes, some of them no. You can argue about that. Some of them do deserve that kind of money. Some of them actually don't. But it's beyond what I'm trying to communicate to you right now. So if you're choosing, okay, do you want to be at that level? Just so you know, we all cannot be at the same level. It's not possible, okay, because we are not the same. Okay, we are all not the same, so we are all not going to be at that level, right? So the first thing you need to do is actually stop looking outside yourself, right? Stop measuring, stop comparing yourself with others, because by comparing yourself with others, you're actually doing harm to yourself, right? By comparing yourself with others, you're doing harm to yourself. The harm you're doing to yourself is the fact that maybe you think that the person that you're looking up to, right, has made it, but you don't know what that person, one, has gone through, and then two, probably is going through. Okay, so do not compare yourself with anyone out there. Okay, just like I said, look within yourself and know what kind of level you want to go. First of all, choose, do you want to make this a profession? Okay, and then ask yourself the question, what kind of level do you want to achieve, or what kind of level do you want to get to? Because there are levels. Okay, there are those that are the top that gets paid lots of money, and then there are those that are just below those at the top, right? They get paid. It's not the same as those at the top, but they get paid. Okay, and then below them there are also professionals that get paid to do what they do. Okay, so let me do some illustrations here so you can actually get what I'm trying to say. Actually, let's go onto a fresh chart and use the weekly chart. Actually, the weekly chart will give me a problem, so let's use the 15 minutes chart. Okay, there you go. Right, so think about it this way. If I had a way to draw a pyramid, right there. Okay, that's a pyramid, right? Now, like I was saying, let me draw one more. These guys. Extend this one a little bit so you can give these guys a little bit of importance, but they are not. Okay, that's my pyramid. Okay, so there are levels, right? Those at the top, like I was saying, they get paid lots of money to be there. Why? Because of their performance. Okay, because of their performance. Now, when I say performance, you should understand that in everything you are paid according to your capability. Okay, you are paid according to your capability, according to what you can produce. Okay, you're not paid what you think you can produce. So those at the top, they get paid lots of money because of what they can produce. Okay, so their performance is what gives them that kind of money. So think about it this way, that at every level you get paid according to your performance, what you bring to the table. All right, now because of that, okay, sometimes people or professionals, right, they have to go through a lot to be at the top. Give me 1 second, guys. All right. One of my computers, I think I mentioned that the last time, one of my computers gave up, and I sent it back to the guys that I bought it from. Give me 1 second. They're just trying to charge me. Um, they're just trying to charge me for damage, for me returning the item. Right, and they're saying I damaged it, but I packaged the computer very nicely and sent it to them, and they're trying to charge me extra money. And they've just sent me an email, but I'll read it later. Let's continue. Okay, so they've made me lose my train of thought. Because they have to go through a lot, right? They get to the top based on experience and expertise. So experience, and then because of that experience and trying to be the thing that they are trying to achieve. So over here I'm gonna put football, and then over here I'm gonna put trading. So an individual that wants to become a professional footballer, right, they go through a lot of hardship, and through that hardship it builds them with what experience. But through the hardship, it's not like they are resting. Okay, they keep practicing. I mean, if you listen to the success story of any footballer, right, you will see that they deserve the kind of money that they are making. Why? Because most of them grew up with, or with, probably with nothing. Okay, and they fight through life trying to achieve the very thing that they are good at. Okay, listen to that part closely. They try their best to achieve the thing that they are good at. So it's not like they are learning to be a footballer. They are already good footballers. Okay, but what they are trying to do is go through a lot of hardship to become a professional. Okay, to being paid lots of money, right? So if we bring it to traders that are at the top, okay, it will be equivalent to a trader that has been trained. One, remember that has been trained. They know how to trade, but they have to go through a lot of hardship, a lot of experience, and through that experience, it's gonna make them, right, a professional through experience. That experience, right, is not achieved on a silver platter. That experience is not achieved by reading books. Okay, that experience is not achieved by watching videos. Okay, that experience is achieved by doing the very thing that you want to do. So in trading, listen to the success story of every trader that has been successful. They have gone through quite a lot. Most of them has lost significant amount of money. Okay, that is that experience part. Okay, so for you to be at the very top, how much experience have you gone through, right, to see yourself up there? So think about each level of um, a trader, okay, as how much experience do you have, not how much knowledge. Okay, think about that, what I said. I'm not talking about knowledge here. Okay, I'm talking about experience, because we have a lot of people out there here with football, right? We have a lot of people out there that has got knowledge about football. Okay, we have a lot of people that have got knowledge about football, but how many of them has got experience, okay, in playing it? All right, now most of you, if you do watch football, right, I'm gonna make an analogy with this here. If you do follow football, the 2022, okay, 2022 Euro ULC, UEFA Champions League, okay, 2022 UEFA Champions League, the final. If any of you watch football, 2022 Euro finals, okay, I want you to, if you've not actually watched it, maybe, just for exercise, just go watch it. Watch Real Madrid play against Liverpool. Okay, now the winner was Real Madrid. Okay, Real Madrid won the cup, but the reason why they won the cup wasn't because they were good, because at a football level they are both good teams, but when it comes to playing finals, okay, when it comes to playing finals, Real Madrid had a team full of players that have played finals more than maybe 4 to 5 times. Right? They had a team full of players that have played finals 4 or 5 times, or even the team itself has been to finals 4 times. Okay, 4 times prior to the one that they played in 2022. So the players coming in, they are confident, 1, 2, they are very calm. Why? Because they've been there before. Okay, so in their mind, psychology wise, they were well prepared because of the experience factor, right? Because of the experience of being at the final, because they've played it several times, they were calm. Compared to the Liverpool players, right? Because not most of them have been at the final, or the team itself, right, has not been to the finals lots of times. The players had a different mindset. So these guys, right, because they've been there, it's just a normal thing for them. But these guys, not. Why? Because it's like where you've been before, you're not scared to go there. So there was a rush for Liverpool to go and score. They were playing at a high tempo to go and score, whilst these guys were playing at the same tempo, but they were defending. Why? Because they knew that this is a cup final. They've been there before, and this is how you win it. Right? It's a one-off game, so just relax, play your game, and then when you get the opportunity, then you pounce. That's what they did, and they scored just one goal to win the cup. And Liverpool tried and tried and tried and tried and couldn't score. Why? Because they've been there before. And as soon as they scored, that's it. They defended until the end of the game, and they won. Why am I saying this, or why am I bringing this into trading? There is a need for experience for you to be a professional trader. There needs to be, you have to go through things, okay? The things that you're going to go through is what actually builds you up. Think about trading as a baby as well, okay? When you give birth to a baby, initially, they don't know anything. Okay, they don't know anything. So they have to first of all learn to crawl, and then learn to walk, and then run. But it comes in stages. Before they crawl, okay, they are not going to be feeling anything. When they start to walk, they're gonna start falling. They're gonna feel the pain, they're gonna cry, but they're not gonna give up. They're gonna carry on walking. Why? Because that's what they want to do. And then once they walk, they learn from their mistakes that they did whilst walking. So they are not going to be falling as much as they used to when they were starting to walk. And then they're gonna start running. When they start running, the same thing. They're gonna go into banging their head, tripping, and all of that is because they don't have experience in running. So in running, they're gonna gain understanding that, okay, if I see this, I don't have to run towards it, or if I see that, I don't have to step on it. But they're not gonna know that by walking. Okay, they're not gonna know that by walking. So they have to go through that experience, and then through that experience, it's gonna give them the knowledge to navigate. And then once they start running, now they become full human beings, and then they go through different stages of what? Life, or different stages of experience. Same thing with trading. So think about it from here. Okay, this is where everybody starts from. The problem with trading is that we start here, and then immediately our mindset is there. Okay, we start here, and then immediately our mindset is here. We want to be at the top. We want to skip all of these. Okay, we want to skip all of these and then come right here. So what's going to happen? Well, this is a huge jump. You are just a baby trying to talk. You are just a baby trying to do adult stuff. All right? What's going to happen? I'll leave that to you. All right? Or think about it this way. Someone that has football knowledge trying to play at a professional level. Okay? So think about any team that is in let's say I'm in UK, so I'm gonna use UK. Think about Premier League, right? And then think about I think the lowest is the that you guys probably will have an idea. Let's say League One. Okay, so this is the Premier League. Then we have Championship. Then we have League Two, and then we have League One, right? There's more, but I'm just gonna use this. Think about you jumping from here and trying to play with players at that level, right? That's what you're trying to do as a trader. You are jumping from being a new trader trying to compete with people at the top. Now, if you have any clue about football, there will be times that League One teams, okay, and those are special occasions that they can beat a Premier League team. All right, those are special occasions, like once in a while that will happen. But if they play 10 games, okay, if a League One team plays a Premier League team 10 times, 8 out of 10 they're gonna beat them. Okay, 8 out of 10 they're gonna beat a League One team. 2 occasions the League One teams can beat the Premier League team. Why? Because maybe those two encounters that they had, the Premier League team was not well prepared, or maybe they line up their youth. Okay, they didn't put their first team, right? They have first team and then they have their reserves, so they didn't put their first team. But if they put their first team every game, 8 out of 10 they're gonna beat the League One team. So same thing with trading. When you start, okay, and you start thinking like this, you are going to get lucky. You are going to get lucky. I don't know how long that luck will last, but traders do get lucky in the market, and that's what makes them think that they can be at that level. Okay, that's what makes them think they can be at that level. So what you need to do, or what you need to understand, is you need to go through a period of growth. You need to go through stages for you to come to the very top. If you try to skip, what is going to end up happening is you're going to come all the way back down to start again. Okay, you have to come all the way back down to start again. So don't make that mistake of trying to starting the journey and put yourself up here and trying to compete at that level. Okay, so then the journey will be like, okay, how far do I want to go? Do you want to play for a League One team? Do you want to play for a League Two team? Do you want to play for a Championship, or do you want to play for a Premier League team? Okay, how far do you want to go? And then take your steps, right? Gradually grow, gradually. So with the knowledge that you gain, okay, remember I said down here you do have knowledge about trading. It's not like you have no idea about trading. You start here and you start learning, but don't let that learning or the knowledge that you gain at that level put you straight to thinking you're gonna be making 100k a month, or even 10k a month, right? It doesn't happen overnight. You have to grow in stages. And in your growth in stages, what you're going to learn or what you're going to gain is the experience that is going to help you sustain and not come back down here. Right? So if you move to stage one, what stage is stage one? Well, now you have learned about trading. You start practicing. Okay? You start practicing. Now, with the practice, what you're going to gain from the practicing is that you are going to have, I would say, feedback from the market of what you are into for. So, as soon as you start, you learn something, right? And then what you've learned, you start putting it to practice. And then the first stage is that is gonna give you feedback. What you've learned, is it actually a good thing? Okay, is it a good thing? Is it something that is it something that is profitable? Let me use trading. I'm trying to deviate from, or I'm trying to use different analogy, but let me use trading. Is the system that you are learning, okay, is it giving you a positive feedback? Okay, is the system giving you a positive feedback? Now, if the system is giving you a positive feedback, it does not mean straight away you're going to be up here. No, it's what you've learned, right? It's giving you feedback that is actually a good system. So let me relate it to ICT. Okay, you are learning ICT stuff, right? So yes to ICT, he's here. Why? Because he's gone through everything, right? So his level, he sees from up here that you are trying to come there. So he's giving you the knowledge. Okay, so now you have to then go through the stages of using the knowledge that he's provided to you, right? Use that knowledge and then see, is it actually something that you can do? The immediate feedback. If it's something that you can do, then you move to the next stage. The next stage is actually doing it. So here you're going to transition from practicing, right, to now actually doing it. So you're moving from practice to now what? Demo. You're now going to do it. You're practicing on a demo account. So this one will be actually looking on the charts. Like when I say, say for example, a run above a high, okay, a run above a high and a breaking market structure, pull back, you sell short. That is going to make you a millionaire, right? Now you go through the chart, okay, and then find an example. Can I see a run above a stop and price going in the way that that knowledge was presented to me? If you see that, then that is this part. Okay, that is what seeing that the thing that you're learning, right, is actually true. And then now you are going to use that that knowledge to now go start your ladder. Okay, you're now going to start your ladder of what? Success. So here you're going to do what? You're going to start learning. You're going to start practicing it. So you're going to be looking for that pattern. You're going to be looking for that pullback. You're going to sell with practice money and then see the outcome, because there's a difference between knowing, seeing, and actually doing. So in knowing, you just know. In seeing, you've just seen. But doing is what is going to give you the experience you're gonna need going forward. So that's the demo part. That's where you have to do a lot of demo. Right? Now guess what? Most traders move from here, and then they come straight to that one, which is now putting real money on the line. Alright? You gain information, and then straight away, boom, you want to start making money. Right? And then jumping the whole process. Now, what happens when you put money online with just information? You just know something. Well, I'll leave that answer to you. Okay? So, once you do your demo, in your demo is what is going to give you that experience to know whether, okay, now I've seen, now I'm doing it. Can you actually do it? Your demo will tell you. Okay, you're practicing on a demo account, fake money will tell you whether you can do it or not. Alright, so if you're doing on a demo and you cannot do it on a demo, what will make you think you can do it on a live account? Because this is what demo money is, fake money. If you cannot practice what you've learned on the fake money to see whether you can make money with it, what makes you think you can do it on a live to make real money for a living? Right, let's not go into for a living part. What makes you think you're gonna make money with a live account? Nothing. Okay, so by jumping the process of going through the practice, you are actually setting yourself up to come back down again. Okay, so this is where most traders will find themselves. Okay, they're gonna go and trade live, they're gonna lose, they're coming back to learn again, not demo, because they don't believe in that. So they're gonna learn, they're gonna go, they're gonna come back here, they're gonna learn, they're gonna go, they're gonna come back here. And then this is where system changing is common. Okay, they hopping from system to system. Why? Because they're ignoring this part, the part of practicing to see whether what they are learning they can actually do it. So if they learn it and they go and put it in live money and they don't make money, then whatever they are learning is not good, even though it's good. Okay, even though it's good, but because they are jumping from here, they're jumping from here to there straight away to make money with the information, what's gonna happen? Well, you're gonna come back. Why? Because you're ignoring the important part. Can you actually do it? Right? So once you know you can do it, which is the demo part, then you move to the next part. Okay, that next part is where you're gonna now experience emotions with your live money. This is the important part. The transition from here to here is what will push you through to get here. Okay, the transition from demo to live, okay, is what gonna push you to get up here. What do I mean by that? When you transition from demo to live, now you have proved to yourself that you can actually do it. Okay, you've proved to yourself you prove to yourself you can do it with the information that you gain here, or with the knowledge that you gain here, provided by our Father up there, or ICT. Okay, so now that you've proved that you can do it, there is nothing wrong with the system. Okay, there's absolutely nothing wrong with the knowledge that you have. So when you're transitioning to the life, right, why this process takes a lot of time is because now you are doing it. So this is the part that most traders, if you make it here, you can then scale up to be at the top, because right here is where you develop. So think about it this way. As a baby, this will be your teenage years. All right, that's going to be your teenage years. How you grow up as a teenager is going to reflect how you're gonna be in future. Okay, so if you grow up not doing the right things, okay, you're not going to be a great person in future. There will be redemption. We talk about redemption. There will be redemption, but how you grow up as a teenager, right, is gonna reflect who you will become, right, or who you are as an adult. So here, you're going to learn about yourself. All right, here you're going to learn about yourself, how you are going to handle what you are about to achieve. Okay, because know that from this stage to this stage to that stage, you've gained experience. Now you are no more a baby. Okay, so sometimes I do pity any trader that has gone through maybe 3-4 years of experience and wants to give up, because they have no idea how much they've built themselves up. If they were to use just that experience alone at any other field, right, then it would be, something else. Because imagine you being an electrician for 3 years, you've learned some things about being an electrician, and then at the third year, because you've not been making the kind of money those at the top is making, you want to give up, right? It doesn't make sense, and then you go and start something else. So if you have done it for 3 to 4 years, just know that you have gained something, but your transition to the next level is the self-discovery. Okay, you need to discover yourself. You need to learn about yourself. So here, it's all about self-discovery, and this is the part that takes forever. Okay, this is the part that takes forever, because this is where you're going to learn the person you are now, the person you were down here, to the person you want to become. Okay, this is where the transition happens, where you're gonna, now it's like you're going to be a new person, because when you achieve success, right, there has to be some attributes attached to it. So in you trying to achieve, or in you trying to become a successful person, there has to be some attributes you have to acquire. If you don't acquire those attributes, then you will get there, but it's going to bring you back down again, because you don't have what it takes to sustain you at that level. Okay, so again, let me just divert into football. You will hear about some footballers, right, go to jail. You will hear about some footballers doing drugs, professional footballers. You will hear about them doing all sort of things that will bring them from, being very respectful, being very admired, and being rich to coming all the way back down to being ignored, being not respected. It's like no one cares about you anymore. Okay, and that is the part that lots of traders will have to eliminate here. Okay, so what kind of person you are? Do you Are you an angry person? Are you compassionate? Um, are you patient? Um, um, how you deal with money? Okay, when you have lots of money, what you do with it? All those things, right, is gonna start creeping up in here. So this is where self-discovery happens. So you're gonna spend, maybe it depends on you willingly, how you gonna change. How desperate do you want to change to achieve the kind of success that you want? No trader gets to the top the same way they started. It's not gonna happen. Okay? You don't grow up with the same baby legs. Okay? You don't grow up with the same baby face. Okay? You evolve. You grow. If you look at your childhood pictures, you will notice that there's huge difference, right? So as a trader, you start somewhere, but you don't end like that. Okay, so that growth period, most of it happens at this stage when you transition from demo to live. So this is where, one, you have to be confident with your strategy. Okay, you have to be really confident with your strategy. You have to be confident with what you gain in the demo. So if you do practice on demo and you can make 50K in 3 days, and you used your skill set that you acquired here, then you can make it live. There's no difference. The only difference is you. Okay, the only difference is you. So the fact that you make 50K in 3 days using the same thing, and you cannot make it on a live, is because of you. Yourself cannot handle to make that kind of money. That's why you're not making it. Or you don't have the experience, or your brain your brain capacity cannot handle making 3 days 50K in 3 days on a actual money, not on a fake money. Okay, not monopoly money, actual physical real money. Your brain capacity cannot handle it. So then that's where you need to grow, right? That's where that true self-discovery comes in. You dive into I know it might sound a little bit controversial, but right here you need to dive into self-discovery like crazy. Okay, you need to dive into um, um, maybe I'll this is my perception. Okay, at this point, this is my perception. You need to reconcile with who you truly are, not the person that you are now, but who you truly are. And that involves in you spending time with your creator. Okay, I know it might sound a little bit woohoo at this stage, but trust me, this is where the change happens. You at that stage needs to reconcile with your creator. You have to have like a um, it's not supernatural. Okay, don't think I'm talking about supernatural stuff here. I'm talking about you connecting to um, the source of life, because by connecting to the source of life, that's when you will know who you truly are. Okay, by connecting to the source of life, that is where you know, or you get to know who you truly are. Okay, and by connecting to that source of life and you know who you truly are, then you can start working on yourself and adjusting to what you're about to achieve. Because as you grow up, right, you have taken on so many things that doesn't help you, but you don't realize it. So when you are at this stage, that self discovery stage, most people give up because it's very, very, um, it's like it's tough. Okay, it's very tough. When you are transitioning from demo to life and you are going through that discovery stage, you will get to a point of probably giving up because you know it. That's what makes it hard. You know what you are doing, but you can't actually bring that knowledge into the very thing that you're trying to achieve. And like I said, that is because you your true self, right, cannot handle what you're trying to achieve, because at the stage that you are, right, the things that you've acquired, the behaviors that you've acquired, it will not permit you to bridge to get there. So you have to go through, it's like a purification stage. You have to go through a stage to purify yourself, to wash yourself from all those things and then put on new clothes. That new clothes is the new you trying to embark on a different path in life. Because once you start making money, believe me, your life is going to change and your true colors are going to reflect. So if you don't go through that stage and um, and be a new person, that old self of you, right, is gonna manifest when the money comes in. So when that money comes in, it's either you're gonna be arrogant, you're gonna be so um, um, there are other words that I don't want to use, but most of it is arrogant. You're gonna be like a man with power. That you have money gives you power, so you're gonna have a lot of power that you can abuse, right? You can use that power to be abusive, okay? And nature doesn't want that, right? So if you don't purify yourself and you make it through to be achieving what you want to achieve, you will get back down in a way that you probably wouldn't have imagined. So to sustain yourself, right, to get to that stage, right, you have to go through that transition to change your perception of life, the way you think, the way you eat, the way you do your whole shebang right now. It has to change, right? If you look at some athletes, okay, at the top level, the things that they do, they to be there, right, is based on that change in themselves that happen, and then they continue to do stuff to sustain themselves there. Right, they continue to do stuff to sustain themselves there. Um, I've watched most footballers, like most of them meditate like crazy. Okay, I'm bringing meditation in here because that's one of the things that you have to do, to gain that understanding to the true self that you are. If you do not meditate, you need to get into a state of where you you get to know your true self, because your mind is always busy. So meditation calms your mind down. It brings your I would say your stress level to a very minimum. And when your stress level is at a minimum, you can now process information properly. If your stress level is up, you cannot process information properly, let alone connect to who you are. So meditation calms you down to the level where you can then connect to your true self. And then once you've done all that work here, now it takes time. So if you are at this level, know that success is just around the corner. Okay? It takes time, but just know that success is right at the corner. So don't give up, because if you give up, it's like the man that went digging for gold, two people that went digging for gold, and he he dug, and he was so tired, he wanted to give up. But there was one that was digging, and he found one gold, just one. And this one here was just one dig away to finding about millions of gold. This one just found one gold and went. That one, dig, just one dig more to find millions of gold. He quit, right? And he couldn't get that gold. That's that stage. If you are at this stage, know that success is right at the corner. If you are at the beginning stage, because at this stage it's levels, you need to get to knowing that, okay, you need to work on yourself. And whilst you're working on yourself, you're gonna get there, or to achieve whatever you want to achieve with trading. And that once you clear everything and you become who you truly are, or you put on the new clothes, or you get rid of your old self and become the new self that you're trying to be, there it's like when you're flying, when you're about to take off, when you're traveling with a plane and you're about to take off. Once you move, okay, initially it's gonna feel easy, and you're gonna get into the clouds, okay, and then there'll be lots of shaking. Lots of shaking, like when I was going back home. The plane felt like, at some point I felt like I was going to die, but I just, if I'm going to die, okay, no problem, it happens, right? It's life. We are not going to live forever. And then we went through the clouds, and then all of a sudden, boom, we went above the clouds, and it was very, very smooth. It was clear. You could see, it's like you're in heaven. Like, the view is so beautiful. Okay, that's this level. Once you break through here, getting up there, it's just a matter of time. Okay, it's a matter of time, and then you can gradually get up to making whatever you want to make. Okay. So just keep on. Okay, you're gonna break through, and once you break through, it's just a matter of time. The clouds will be clear, your mind will be sober, and you will achieve that. But do not ignore the steps. Okay, do not ignore the steps, because if you ignore the steps, you're just gonna come back down. Right? The market will humble you. So do not ignore the steps. and success will just be round the corner for you. All right. So hopefully, this 1 hour, is it 1 hour? Yeah, more than 1 hour. This 1 hour talk has given you a different perspective of looking at where you currently are. Right. So know where you are and then work on that. If you are just learning, know that you cannot be here straight away. If you've learned, look at what you've learned. Does it work? If it does work, practice. Practice, practice, practice. Once you practice, the things that you've learned will become easy for you. And then you're going to move to actually trying to make it. You will not make it straight away. Okay, don't fool yourself that from demo you're going to start making it. Because if you do, it's like it will be like you'll be disappointed. Okay, you will be disappointed because by practicing and seeing the results, it's gonna feel like you can do it to achieve the money. But the truth is, you have a different mindset coming into live trading. Okay, you have a different mindset coming into live trading. So that mindset needs to be refined, or put it this way, you have a different personality coming into trading to achieve lots of money. That money that you're going to achieve is gonna empower you. It's like you're gonna be like, let's say, a magician, right? One of my spiritual teachers, I do have a spiritual teacher. He says that he puts it this way: the knowledge to become a powerful person when it's spiritually is very easy, right? It's very easy, but they don't give it to people just like that. Okay, they don't give it to people just like that. They will have to, first of all, learn about you. They will have to spend time with you to know your true intentions. Okay, your true intentions. What are you trying to do with the knowledge that you're trying to acquire? Okay, and then in assessing you, they're going to know based on how you behave towards them, or over time they're going to know your true intentions of why you want to achieve, why you want to acquire that knowledge. And if they see that your intentions are bad, they're going to give you the knowledge. There's a secret there, but that knowledge that you're going to get is not exactly to the level that you have to get. Okay, because if they turn you back, they don't know how you're gonna end up. So they're gonna give you some knowledge, but that knowledge will not be to the level that they should have given you. But that is because of your intention. Okay, so if you have pure intention, it's gonna be revealed. If you have evil intentions, it's gonna be revealed. And based on that, that's how they're gonna approach you and give you what you need. So the same thing with trading. Once you're going through that stage from here to here to acquire the money, you have to go through that stage of your true intention to achieve the money. If your true intentions are genuine, the creator, the source of all things, right? He sees through your heart, and he's gonna give you the capacity, right? He's gonna give you all the strength that you're gonna need to sustain at that level. Okay, people do it different ways. Okay, you can achieve success different ways, but if you want true success that comes with peace of mind, there has to be a change. All right, anyone that tries to be quick, to be rich quick, you read around. Okay, you find out those that try to be to make it quick. It doesn't come easy. It comes with consequences. So if you want the peace of mind, true success, you have to go through a purification. You have to go through a stage where you develop as a human being. A human being. And then everything will be handed to you. All right. So that's it from me for today. Anyone got any question? I know it's not what you wanted, but it's what you needed. So you have to take it like that. Any question? Okay, all right. I guess there is no question. So, I will touch base with you on Monday. All right, Monday, the true first week of July. Right. So, we will have NFP on Friday. So, it's gonna be fun next week. So just be aware. NFP is next week. All right. Take care. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy. Stay safe and be blessed. I'll see you soon.